From homelessness to Olympian to Religious Affairs Airman, our first guest story is an inspiration for anyone to ignite that light that lies within. Let's welcome Senior Airman Kenia Sinclair with the 628th Air Base Wing at Joint Base Charleston. We're so glad to have you here. What a story. So where are you from originally, Kenia?
So I'm originally from Jamaica, a small little parish. In Jamaica we say parish, small little parish, St. Catherine. And that's where my sister and I grew up.
Is that right? And what was life like growing up in Jamaica, and at what age did you leave?
So in Jamaica, growing up, life were very difficult. My sister and I grew up until I was grown and know the word poverty. We grew up in hardship, So for us, it was just like surviving life.
Wow.
And my sister and I left Jamaica when we were 19. 1999 we came here, so yeah.
Okay, 1999 you came here.
Yes, we came to the U.S.
You did. And what did you learn? What were some of the things that that hardship taught you?
What it taught us was just to believe in yourself, believe in your dream, never lose hope, and never allow someone to dictate your destiny. So that's one of the stuff it taught us. It also taught us determination, discipline, and just everything that comes with resilience.
Yes, absolutely. Determination, discipline, you have to have those things to become an elite athlete as well. So how did your life then progress into Olympian athlete? So
my sister and I used running as a cope system, to get through the adversity and the challenges that we faced. And I think when we got the opportunity to excel in running, we take the full best of the opportunity. And we were awarded track scholarship to the university here in the U.S. And I think that's where it started.
That's incredible. At what age did you start running and realized you had a gift for this?
We start running at tiny little age. When we go to the grocery store in Jamaica, we will have to run everywhere we go. We'll play those games.
So you got back first.
Yeah, so play those little games to run and catch. Who could catch me first? Yeah. And that's where it all started, at a tender age, and just watching other fellow Jamaican athletes compete at the Olympic and hoping and wishing that one day that would be you, and that those moments were very inspiration for us. Being in the situation, as I said, we were very resilient. We wanted something and we were working towards it. And as I was saying, even going to practice, in high school, not having lunch, but still know we have to practice. So we were hungry for the success and not hungry to be fed. And I think once we get to the US, that was just the beginning of success. Getting to the college, all of those stuff have changed. Everything changed. The eating habit changed. So we were more fortunate to have those stuff that could set us up for success to be an Olympian.
So you went to college in New Jersey?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You attended college in New Jersey, and then what was it that made you say the light bulb went off and you thought, I'd like to serve in the military?
So I went to Seton University, and when I went to Seton University, I was an exceptional athlete at Seton University. And my last year at Seton University, I ran at the NCAA. I was very exceptional, and then I started to represent Nike, the shoes company. That's where it's all began. And I ran for Nike for a few years. I participated at many, Olympics and many world championships. And then after, reflecting on life, where I was and where I were at that moment, I told myself, I want to give back to the country that have supported my journey and my success. And it was in the back of my head. And even though I was enjoying everything that comes with being an Olympian and just the glory and everything, but it was still in the back of my mind to serve the country that provide.
And not just to serve the country, but to also serve God. And I want to talk about that after the break. We do need to break here. So when we come back, we're going to learn a little bit more about you and your incredible legacy. We'll be right back.
Thanks.
We're back with Senior Airman Kenia Sinclair, and you've just been telling us about your life growing up in Jamaica, becoming an elite athlete, coming to the United States to go to college, competing at the absolute top level. And then you decided you wanted to serve this country, you wanted to serve in the military. But within the military now, you're serving God. So what was it that called you to religious service?
So growing up, I was always religious. Growing up, I was always religious. And just to state, even being a Religious Affairs Airman, we do not provide spiritual counseling. Yeah. So, it's just like helping other airmen that goes through the same stuff that I went through, just to be a soul of provider, to guide them, it's very fulfilling. So I was always religious, and just when that opportunity opened to become a Religious Affairs Airman, I think it was just one of the best opportunity for me with my religious growth for myself.
And through Christianity and imparting that and providing spiritual support for your fellow military men and women, what has been the feedback, and what do you get back from serving in that capacity?
Not on the spiritual aspect, as I said, we can't do spiritual counseling, but just when I, counsel an airman or speak with an airman and just understand what they are going through, and just to know that my story or what I went through make a big impact on their life. Yeah. So that's just one of the stuff that I strive every day when I counsel an airman or when I talk to an airman, to make sure that when I'm done counseling the airman, my story or my experience will shine light on what they are going through, and let them and reassure them that what they are going through is just temporarily and they can get over that obstacle.
And I would imagine there's a lot of challenges that come along with serving in the military. What are some of the biggest challenges, would you say, that military men and women face today?
So, like, I'm still new to the military. I haven't faced much because I grew up just being resilient. Yes. And I think when you're in the military, you have to be resilience to overcome anything that comes your way. And I think, one of the stuff that they face, I could say, is mental strength. They have to make sure that they are willing to be mentally strong to handle whatever come their way. Yes. So those are some of the stuff I think they encounter, is like mental weakness.
Yes. And the next step for you, you're now you're pursuing a commission in the Air Force. So is that your next goal?
Yes, so that's what I'm working on. So right now, I am working on just, because I'm still new to my career field, so I'm working on just learning the job, be great at what I do, and then just learn as much as I can from our amazing wing chaplain, because we have an amazing wing chaplain, and since I've been here, he's been guiding me in the right step. So once I grasp all the information I need to master my job, then I will try to pursue a commission career in the Air Force.
Kenia Sinclair, thank you so much for sharing your story with us. Absolutely fascinating.
Thank you.
We're back after this.
Thanks.